Hey everybody, welcome to Picks for Sticks. I wanted to do a show today because of the uniqueness and general interest in what's going on today. Tough day for us, two plays, both are losses. But that San Diego game, I love that loss. I will hang my hat on that loss throughout every inning of that game. If you would have said, do you want San Francisco or San Diego? I would have said San Diego every single inning, including when they had bases loaded and the go ahead run at second. And they just couldn't get there. And then Seattle, that game just came up a little short. The rally was on in the fifth, the 4-3. Uh, I don't mind those two losses. But then I sent out to the email list the round robin of the A's, J's, and O's. Big dogs, 3-team dog rally. 99 would pay 500 plus, and one leg has come in. The A's beat the team from Florida, not Miami, the other one. The Rays. The A's beat the Rays, and Toronto's up a couple runs right now, going into the bottom of the eighth, 6-3. So they can hang on to that. That is a profit. Probably $100 profit makes up for the two losses. And looks like the Brewers have pulled ahead of Baltimore. We'll see how that finishes up. But, it has me thinking about what Picks for Sticks really is all about. And I have this conflict about sending out picks. I don't charge for picks. We're 7-2-1 going into today. And how do you evaluate a round robin? For example, 3 teams, let's say it goes 2-1. Let's just hope that that's what it does. That's 2-1. Do I count that as 2 wins and 1 loss? Or do I count that as 1 win, 1 overall, because it's a plus payout? Or if there are 3 favorites and it goes 2-1, do you count that as a loss, 1 loss, because you're down a little bit of money? And I don't know, these guys who have the service where they give out a play, let's say they give out 1 play and it's a plus 110 and you win. So you're up 55. Then they give out, or you're up plus a unit and change or whatever. And then they give out a minus 140 and it loses. So you're 1-1, but you're down. And I don't know. I just don't follow what it really means to be 10-3, well, or 5-4 plus 4.6 units. When you're playing money lines, it doesn't quite work out accurately. What's your percentage? But if you're at 35%, but all your plays are plus 290, you're rocking and rolling in suites and casinos. So I think I'm working on a different approach strategy for Picks for Sticks. I think I'm just going to send you my plays. You can tail them or you can fade them. It doesn't really matter to me. I think that's just what I'll do. And that way they're not picks. I'm not giving out picks. I'm just showing what I'm doing. And if you would have tailed my plays today with the dog roundy coming in at the end, we'll see whether you're going to be down a little, up a little, or if Baltimore has some wild bottom of the ninth, it could be a jackpot. So look for some shifting and changing as we're transitioning into a whole new approach with this show and email and just approach to fancy living. I'll tell you, this is pretty fancy. Bottle of Macallan, 10 up there. The 10 or 12. Can you really tell the difference? Yeah, your wallet does when you buy, but if I put a 10 next to you and a 12 next to you, could you tell the difference before you sip? If you take a sip and can tell the difference, that's expected. But I'm just talking about if I poured 2 of them, could you go, that one's the 10? I'm willing to bet not only can you not tell the difference by taste, you can't even tell the difference by the look. But by the look of things, let's just take a look at these games. Let's cheat a little and take a look at them. Hey, my Orioles fan is sending unhappy texts, so the game's probably not going all that well. No. Okay. Yankees got a run, 6-4, 2 outs, bottom of the eighth. Really, at this point, that's the game we're hoping for. We need that one to finish, and then we could do the math. That's the best hope. Get through 4 more outs there. We'll see. But talking about seeing things, I'm seeing the crap table. So why don't we head over there and see if we can hit some numbers. So this is where I changed the cameras. I'll move that microphone over there. I advise you to look away until I tell you that we're back in focus. If you'll recall, I gotta set up the lighting. It takes a moment. Turn that up. Okay, you got the light. I gotta rig it to set up here in such a way that it doesn't fall. How's that? It feels a little loose up there. This is one of my favorite parts. Come into the dice boat, taking a couple dice. I want a blue and a purple today. Can we tell the difference between the 2 dice on the camera? I don't know. Some cats have been laying on the table. Okay, let me get my marker chips and let's practice. We got to do 25 on the pass line because I just feel awkward if I'm throwing the dice and don't have a pass line bet. Remember, we're going for the all small, all tall, and the all or nothing. We'll see what we can do. Glad you're joining me for this adventure in excitement, right? This is what we call excitement. This is exciting for us. I've lost my grip. Okay, here we go. A little too bouncy, but our point is 6, so we'll move the marker to the 6, but really we're concerned about the 6 hitting. We're not doing a simulated game of craps. Not on the agenda. And I started with the 5-1 set, but I want to move into the 4-2 set. I'm going to change sets frequently. I'll kind of mention what I'm doing as I go through it, but I didn't really love that first throw. I want to get closer to the back wall, and I want them to land a little softer. A little too high, a little too much roll, but that's a 6-5-11. Calling it 6-5-11, not at 5-6-11, because the purple die is the one I'm putting on the left, so I can track that. And I can track the blue die. It's the die on the right. So that's a 6-5-11. We like that number. We'll cover the 11. Back to a 4-2 set. And what I want to do is my landing zone is really on this table right in here. Right in there. I want him to hit here, bounce right about there, and die almost together within that range. It's tough to do. That's the goal. And I also want both dicers, I want both of these die to stay together, rotate together, hit together, land together, and to come up as a hard way. That's fucking impossible, but that's what I want. That's what I want to do. Too hard, too strong, but it was a really good throw because I still missed this. It landed above it, and that's a 5-5 hard 10, which is my favorite number on the dice. So the hard way coming in is just beautiful, and we'll mark the 10. So we got the towards the tall, we have the 10 and 11. Towards the small, we have the 6. We've thrown the dice 1, 2, 3 times so far, but we would have collected 8 to 1 on our hard way throw there. When the dice come back to you, 5, 5, just go to the 5, 1 set. Boom, you're ready to throw right there. I need to grab my scotch. What I really want to do is get a ledge under my table so I can keep my beverage down there, but that's next level. That's next level. Okay, 5, 1 set. We'll pick them up. We'll go to our stick left 1 slot, and let's keep them tall numbers. Let's knock out that tall. Short. We got lucky that they hit and they rolled. That throw was an absolutely randomized throw. That was a 6-2. I knocked it over. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it was a 6-2-8. Really a 2-6-8. A 2-6-8 will mark the 8. That is another tall number. So we got 6, 8, 10, 11. We need the 9 and 12 to collect 35 to 1 there. Back to the 5, 1 set. I released them a little too early, and they split. The purple die was imploded left. Really an explosion out, and so it was a traumatic experience for the chips that were there, but that they were able to avoid contact. Okay, let's do the next throw. And man, if we could hit a 9 or 12 right now, that would just be so exciting. Oh, that felt good. Oh, but it rolled quite hard. And I don't know why it rolled so much, but we got a 6, 4, 10. So that's a soft 10, but that's a collection now as we repeat numbers. So we'll cover the 10 a second time. We got a 6, 8, 10, 11. We got to see if the Blue Jays were able to get out of the 8th inning. Let's see. Come on, Jays. Takes a minute for this thing to update. They go to the top of the 9th, up 6-4, and the Brewers are up 4-2, bottom of the 9th. So we got to get through the 9th inning in the Jays game, and we got to hope for some good fortune in Baltimore. But if you're going to hit a jackpot, you need some good fortune. So now we'll go to the 5-1. No, I'm feeling 4-2 based on the way that die was set. 4-2. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can keep them on axes or access. I mean, craps is tough lingo. Is it dice, die, dicer, dice, Diaz? The access, axes? Well, what is 2 dice on axi? You see what I'm talking about? This is tough. Gotta know the lingo. A little too strong to throw, but a 1-1-2, 1-1-2. So the throw was a little strong. It was almost like a line drive. That was almost like a line drive. So we like the 2. We'll cover that. Now we're starting to hit numbers in the all small. So we got a lot going on. We will go to the 5-1 set. Love the 5-1. I love it's my favorite, really. I just love that hard 10 staring back at you. Okay, we got a lot going on here. We've hit 2 10s. All right. That's a really good throw. It's a 5-1-6. That's a great throw for a few reasons. Look at where the dice landed. The purple one stayed on the left. The blue one stayed on the right. So they stayed their course. They stayed on axis. While I want them to land about 4 inches further or closer to the end wall, they look at how aligned they are. So they traveled with about the same velocity. So almost exactly on line, even though I would love them to be kissing right here. perfect would be if they ended up right here like this. This will never happen. But perfect would be right here like this, both on 5. When you can do that, go to a fucking casino immediately. So that was the 6, which is the point. So we would collect our pass on, we collect our odds, and we hit our second 6. So the puck is off. We have a come out roll, but our all tall, all small is still alive and in action. And this is one way the casino can kind of get you, because if you throw a 7 right now, the all tall, all small is done. They collect that. So we really should have been putting that money out there, all tall, all small, and well, all tall, all small, and the all or nothing. So that's live. But if we had place bets or come bets, those bets would stay. You'd lose the come bet, you'd get the odds back, but the place bets would stay. They wouldn't be affected by the come out 7. So even though it's a come out, based on the way we're playing, we do not want a 7. So we still set our dice to 5-1. And let's see how good a throw we can make. It felt good, but the result was wonderful. But look at what happens. The purple die rolls wide from left to right. The blue die goes right to left. They crisscross. So we get a 4-5-9, which is really excellent for what we're shooting for. But the throw itself was random. So we hit the 9. So we got our 8, 9, 10, 11. We will nail the all small if we can hit the 12, or the all tall if we can hit the 12. So let's hit a 12, and then it's 74-1. Okay, we'll go to the 4-2, which is not necessarily the best set to hit a 12, because you're trying to. Well, it's still a hard way set. So you can see here that 12 is not here. It's the outside. So what it's the outside and inside. It's the outside and the inside on our 4-2. So we need these to end their roll like this. We need an outside and I'm sorry, 4-2. Let me reset this. So we need this to go outside and this to go inside. That's what we need. So just one turn of the die, of each die in each of those directions described. That's what we're trying to nail. Okay. That's a great throw. Look at that. You see, this is why I love this. This is so great. So although the dice crisscrossed, look at where they landed. I know you can see this. They're perfect across and in the exact landing zone where we want them to finish. So yeah, this one should be here and this one should be here, but the velocity of each die was perfect. And we wanted them to be a little closer together, but notice when you throw it so perfectly, hard way, 3-3. That's a hard 6. So we hit the 6, third 6. It's the perfect 3-3. You know, beautiful things can happen when you do things well. And we did well with that. So our point is 6 again. We like that 6. But that's not what we're playing for. We're playing for the all tall, all small. I just can't shoot the dice and not have a pass line bet. All right. That's terrible throw. If the thing falls off, that means that they've been thrown with too much power. But it's a 6-2-8, so the result is good. These are about a foot further from where they should be. They swap sides, but we'll take the result. We'll hit the 8. There we go. Let's get back to the next throw. All right, we'll set up with the 5-1, 5-1. And this is a money-making throw with 3 6s, 2 10s, and 2 8s. That's great. Now, if we can just hit a jackpot. Good throw. That was a great throw. So it felt good. This one was a little stronger, but that's a 4-4 hard 8. Notice the hard ways are coming. Hard ways are coming. That means I've got my rhythm. I've got my strength of throw. It's another 8, so we collect on that 8. I'm going to start to stack these up, and that's a 4-4 8 hard 8. And I always have a hard 8 for the dealers. The dealers just would have made 10-1 on a $5 bet. So the dealers love you. Okay, we're at a 4-2 set, and we're shooting for that 12. Although if we can get a 4 or 5, we'll be very happy with that as well. Oh, that was a great throw. It's a 1-2-3. Yeah, it felt a little strong, but what was so good about it is where it hit. And so that deadened the dice without them bouncing around and becoming random. 1, 2, 3, nice. So towards the small, we've got the 2, 3, 6. We just need the 4 and 5. We've hit the difficult numbers there. So let's keep at this with the 4-2, and let's hit a 4-5 or 12. 4-5 or 12. That's what we need. 12 would be a huge payday. That's a nice throw. 6-4-10. So that's our third 10. This is our third 10. It's another collection. And now we will go to a 4-2 set. And we want the 4, 5, or 12, just as numbers we haven't hit, trying to get that all or nothing, all tall or all small. But of course, any kind of 6, 8, 9, or 10 are repeater numbers that would pay us handsomely. And that, unfortunately, is a 7 out. Look what happened, though. You're ready to understand this. So even though they are aligned, the die on the right is our number 1 die. It should be over here. This die should be over there. So this is an explosion on this die. This is an explosion on that die. Explosion left, explosion right. It's a double explosion that leaves us with a 7, a 4-3-7. So our roll is over. We didn't hit the all tall. We didn't hit the all small, but we hit 3 10s, 3 8s, 3 6s, and a number of hard weight points. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 throws, a 4, a 7. That's a good SRO. You can make money with that, or you at least have a great time. It keeps you alive long enough for the cocktail waitress to return with your drink, which I arrived with to begin with. So I'll change the video, come back to the screen, and we'll do a check on where the games are at as we wrap up the show. That's I accidentally hit text, and there's like a lot of text here, but I couldn't read them all. Okay, let's see how things are going. All right, the Yankees got a guy on bottom of the 9th. It's not promising, and of course that's where we gotta get to, but there is an out, so say a prayer. And Baltimore did nothing. So good luck to us getting a couple more outs in New York. We need that Toronto win. Okay, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll continue to improve your general demeanor. It will. And hit the like button, but also subscribe to the email list at pics4sticks@gmail.com. The way you subscribe is you send an email. You have to take an affirmative overt action. You have to send an email, say, hi, my name is, this is who I am, and this is why I'm following you and what I'm interested in or whatever. Just introduce yourself, and then we'll put you on the email list. And we'll be happy to have you. I think I'm going to be in Vegas May 1st, Sunday, May 1st. And I'll give you more details about where I'll be if you want to come and have a cocktail. I'll let you know the bar. But even though it'll be a meetup, we're not doing, hey, we'll all meet here and attack the crap table together. You're on your own. But if you want to have a drink and introduce yourself, I think that could be cool. So have a good night, everybody. Look for emails tomorrow. The slate is interesting. I'm gonna break it down after I go on a bit of a step gathering. I'm only at 18.4. I'm having all sorts of trouble with my Fitbit syncing with the app. And my perspective is if the Fitbit doesn't track your step, it doesn't count towards your health. It just doesn't count. Your body can't. This is my theory about waves and currents. And seriously, I just believe if the watch doesn't sync to the app doesn't sync to your internal organs, and so the step doesn't count. It's all telluric currents, and it's all part of the matrix. But I'll save that for a later date. Okay, be good. We'll be in touch. Thank you.